Once again, this is a rolling start, so we'll just wait for everybody to kick off the starting line. They'll do the little heat the tires up, and then we will be off to the races for 35 laps of Daytona Tri-Oval. This is going to be an interesting one for GT LM Race Car Spec 2. As we round up our first lap, looks like there has been no changes in the order. Looks like everybody's kind of starting to fall into place a little bit. Got everybody bunching up as they start making their way into turn one. Small pack seems to have formed off in the back, but I think with come on, long crew of Anstrick 9 go rally crossing. Can we possibly get a replay of what just transpired? Because two different guys at two different places, not like back to back, just completely lost it. Let's see here, Anstrick 9. Oh, I see. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
And we see some death.
Up to the wall.
Okay, hold on. We've got a lot going on here. We've got almost 4 abreast. We've got people in the wall. Okay, and Arnax is just sitting there with a bucket of popcorn getting just the front row seat to this. This is the NRL, and now that I look behind Strict 9...
Oh, we got a little...
Oh, man.
Oh, somebody spun out.
We got one off. Slow-mo, who was that?
I'm looking. That was Fernando. He's... I'm not sure exactly which position he was in before that.
All right, he was in P3, it would seem. Let's take a look at what happened. So we've got Fernando shuffled, and it looks like he just lost control of the car. It looks like Shaggy tried to ride him, but it came crumbling down. That's the back marker in Strict 9. Pit stops haven't came in yet. But we also do need to bear in mind the fuel issue. You may be on hards and everything, but that turns us immediately into a fuel saver race in a car that really isn't the best on fuel, all things considered. And Fredbird, oh my lord, loses not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 6 positions in one bank. Come on.
Oh, he got reset. What happened?
Let's take a look. So... just lost control, but
oh yeah, he got down on the apron.
Look at that car control. How even the back marker is helping the race leader. Leo, could you possibly shed some insight?
Yeah, man. I've seen it in NASCAR all the time. You know, you got your teammate, and yes, there's actual teammates in NASCAR. Depending on which driver you like. That will, if they're a lap behind and they see their teammate coming, they'll help them out. That doesn't mean... Oh, and we had an overtake for P11 by Fernando.
Put a sense of unease from looking at how low that tire is, because it's just, with a cold track, no grip, and you're already carrying so much speed that the slightest nudge could throw you off. I don't know. But a firm smack on the behind to Stumpy from Sugar Shuffles, propelling him forward a little bit. That gap too, Shaggy, is getting smaller, but I don't know if it will close fast enough. And Shaggy comes across the line to take the race victory, just holding on in terms of fuel and tire. Oh, we have got some action here. They lost a position to Arnax. I think we saw somebody flashing their lights in excitement. And as the lights are on, this is round 1, Division A of the NRL's 5th season, and they are off. Everybody getting a good start. Nobody jumped the line, and we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abreast on the start. Good Lord, people, we just started. All right, looks like Jorge Sr. will be leading the charge at the moment, and he's got a pack of hungry sharks right behind him, but looks like he's able to start pulling away. As we go through the death chicane for the first time, how is this going to shape up? Jorge makes it cleanly, and it looks like no drama to be had so far.
A little bit of drama.
A little bit of drama. What happened?
Chief Apollo seemed to get caught up, and I think Alsus did as well.
Ooh, we'll have to go and take a look at the replay. So, jumping on board with Chief Apollo 11, 3 abreast. Alcos, Rick Shear, what happens here? Oh, just understeered off.
Oh, got Alcos as well. Oh, yikes. He was in third or fourth when it happened, so he's on the mediums. I don't know if maybe he just lost traction going over one of those curves or what happened.
Yep, I tried to warn them. Those curves will cause that thing to spin out. Currently sitting in P4, about a little over a quarter of a second behind Talon. He's got about a half-second gap between himself and Truth at the moment. Getting a teensy bit squirrely from what I see, dabbing the brakes a little bit. And getting into a bit of an ebb and a flow and carrying quite a bit of momentum, all things considered. He does have the outside line comparatively to Talon, so will he be able to hold on to this with holding on to the outside? And he does. Well done to Bobagito, making that overtake on the outside stick. It's going to be interesting to see how this one shakes up. And hats off to Rick Shear for holding on to P2 on those mediums. Great defensive driving, just great racing. Unfortunately, Bobagito will be jumping up into P2 from a stellar run out of that corner. But as Subi tries to get the overtake on Talon, how's it gonna shape up? Talon dabbing the brakes, not trusting the ebb and flow of the car. And will Subi be able to make the overtake stick on Talon? It's looking like it at the moment, but he is going to have to do that very tricky overtake on the outside. And job's a good one.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get a replay of that.
We'll have to see. All right,
Here it comes.
and it looks like we will. Coming out of the tricky bit and into the second downhill. What happened here? Understeer a little bit, and another victim of the curb. But as we jump on board with Jorge Sr., who in dominant fashion will take the race victory, followed by Bobagito in P2 quite handily, and looks like it might be Rick Shear. Yep, Rick Shear Rick Shear is out of gas.
I absolutely can't wait for this one.
Me neither. Ooh, can I say it? Can I say it?
Say it.
Boogie, 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 let's go racing, boys!
There we go.
Yes, it's a rolling start ahead of this 39-lap race. So P. Rosal is going to lead us underway. And off we go into turn number one. Johnny Boy just behind him in second position, and PHG Arrow in third position as we take this tight left-hander for an oval track, that is. And they are line of stern as we start flying around this oval circuit now. Or it might have been the other way around. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll get a replay on that one. So this is P. Rosal now, I do believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so we've got Johnny Boy just... there we go. Yeah, there's the contact. He got shunted onto the outside wall, which was very, very unlucky. Yeah, Old Man Pip actually just 1.2 seconds behind now in a second position with very similar tyre wear, has to be said, with Spawn just behind him, and actually deciding to go one further then on them medium tyres. So that's very, very interesting. Spawn doing exactly the same on their medium tyres. As he hits the wall and it spins out, and getting a 1.5 second penalty to boot, just to add insult to injury. But let's have a look on the replay here. But as we go into turn number one, it looks like with that really bad tyre wear, yeah, he just understeers into the wall.
Oh, into the marble too, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what though? Fortunately, although he did pick up damage there, fortunately was able to kind of re-correct himself and point the car in a straight direction, because that could have been a lot worse, T-Case. In fact, has Lead Pencil made a mistake because he's moved down to P2?
Yeah, it's something interesting happening here, Flood. Shadow Chef is trying to unlap himself. We see here in the replay, he's in P13 trying to get back by, and he just uses the Bandit just uses that slipstream and the little side draft to squeeze on past Lead Pencil there. So Lead Pencil falls back, into P2, but they still got Shadow Chef, and look at how he's now trying to duck in to Shadow Chef's slipstream a little bit.
The hards are not looking great on Lead Pencil, and I'm pretty sure Bandit's tires were even worse as well. So, and it's looking like they're both going for that no-stop strategy. So,
I think Lead's fine. I think Lead's fine. Bandit may have to jump in and just take what he can get if he can't get it to turn. So Lead just has to be patient. Right now they're side by side. I don't know if he's making a pass. Looks like he is. Maybe Bandit is starting to lose some performance in the corners there. But I think Lead is okay. Slick and Pelias Pango, though, they're doing a really good job of working with each other, and they both have fresh mediums on. So that they're coming. Oh, they're here.
They are. Yeah.
Bandit is a sitting duck. He is a sitting duck right now.
Absolutely. He can't do anything.
Indeed. Lunges up the inside.
What a lunge.
But Slick had the outside line and the overspeed, so retakes that second position. But now he is firmly in Lead Pencil's slipstream on them softer of the compounds as well. So he's going to have more speed going into the turns with Lead Pencil trying to look after them hard tires. It's looking like Slick is going to get the overspeed as we go into the final corner of lap number 33. He's going to perform the old switcheroo as well, and they're going to be side by side down the straight, but it looks like Slick is going to take the race lead with Pelias Pango pushing him into second position as well. So we've got 5 laps to go in this Division B race, and it's looking certain that it's between Slick and Pelias Pango. 2-horse race for the race victory then, and it's just going to be interesting now when Pango decides to make the move on Slick, because he will be in the prime position. You actually wouldn't want to be in the race lead because you've got that extra speed. Pelias Pango looks like he's going to make the move. I feel like he's going a little bit too early though, Tati, because
I think so. Too soon, Junior.
Yeah, Junior, for sure, because I think I would have waited until probably the last lap here. So it does put Slick in a better position to defend for his life as we look on board with a replay then of who, sorry?
Oh, it's Old Man Pip on Lead Pencil. He was closing him down real fast, closing him down, and then unfortunately Lead has just lost the grip and he tacks the wall right there.
He's quite close enough to that other car to have made that move.
Well, that driver, Tessie, is Shadow Chef, so I do wonder whether or not he's going to be compliant and move out of the way, or whether or not he will try to fight not to be lapped. We'll wait and see, but we're about to start the final lap of this Division B race at Blue Moon Speedway. Pelias Pango currently in the race lead as we go into turn number 1, and Slick goes deep into the first turn and almost hits the wall. He had to back out of it, and he's lost a sizable margin to Pango. It's about 0.8 of a second. He may have just... Yeah, I think it's just cost him that race, because I think he started to slip out of that slipstream. And with Pelias Pango getting that slipstream from a Shadow Chef, it looked like, Slick was trying everything possible to try and get in front of Pelias Pango. But Pelias Pango is going to come across the checkered line to grab the race win at Division B Blue Moon Speedway, with Slick coming second and Old Man Pip in third, with Parquet coming in fourth position. Lead Pencil then down into 6th position, because PSG Arrow goes in front at the line to grab 5th position, with Spall grabbing P7. As we look on the replay now, look how tight this was. This was a photo finish between PSG and Lead Pencil.
He should have shut the door. He should have shut the door.
Arrow. Look at Arrow's tire.
Yeah. Arrow's tires completely didn't stop him from grabbing that 5th position at the
Come on, Lead. You got to slam that shut. That's turn 3 last lap, baby. You should have shut that door hard.
For the opening round of NRL Division A. Lights are out. And away we go. And it looks like Wid has got a very, very good start ahead of Moose, who sweeps in front of Cyrus Nicky in third position. And it's going to be Wid that's going to lead us through the tunnel at turn number 1, with Moose just in front of Nicky to hold him off in third position. And I can't see any movements and shakers up and down the grid at the moment. So it looks like a line astern for all the drivers as we go through the chicane into the second tunnel then.
Indeed. And to note, Wid and Moose on the medium, so on the slower tires compared to Cyrus. That's so frustrating, especially when you know you have the quicker car, but there's nothing he could have done going into the tunnel there. He had to lift. As we see Filmora.
Yeah, just going in front of almost Podium, who did pick up a half-second penalty for cutting track limits. We've got PSG, Lyric getting a bit of a almost Podium and Filmora sandwich there. That wasn't easy to say, I have to say. But almost Podium will hold on to 5th position for the time being, although he will need to serve that penalty shortly. We've got side-by-side action between Moose and Cyrus Nicky. Looks like Nicky's got that inside line over Moose though as we go into the tunnel for the left-hander. It looks like Nicky will sweep in front of Moose to move up into second position. Moose just behind in third with Filmora in a bit of a battle for P4 with Lyric up his bumper there, it looked like in the background. But Cyrus Nicky up into P2, Moose into P3, and sounded like a bit of tyre squealing in the background as well as Lyric moves up into 4th position.
Nice moves.
And that's great for Cyrus being on the softs. He needed to clear Moose. He had, oh my goodness.
It's coming together. It was a coming together with Lyric and Filmora, it looked like. I thought he was going to try one up the inside, but of course you've got that right-hander with the immediate left-hander following it. So Cyrus Nicky will have to be a little bit patient, but be aware that PSG Caper and PSG Lyric are in close proximity of him, as well as Digital Relay leaves the door open, and Cyrus up the inside to move up into 4th position. And Digital Relay making a slight mistake there as he ran a little bit too deep and wide, and that is going to afford the opportunity with PSG Caper just in front of PSG Lyric, but Caper will have the inside line for the final turn of lap number 10. But will Lyric try and hang it around the outside? Yes, he will. I think Caper just allowed him through there. So Lyric had to tuck in just behind Cyrus and Nicky, but Nicky will get on the defensive now and take that inside line. So Lyric will have to tuck back beneath him, use that slipstream and hope that he's got the overspeed to maybe make a late dive. Although Cyrus Nicky though looks like he's going to pull up alongside S7R Nuke. He's got that inside line. I think Nuke's going to have to allow him through, but he's got to be wary that PSG Lyric is just behind as well. But he manages to defend him off for the time being as we go into the run-up for the chicane. Cyrus Nicky has successfully claimed that 3rd position ahead of Nuke, but he has got a certain PSG Lyric sniffing on his rear exhaust there, as it looks like Lyric is going to take that inside line ahead of Nuke, and I think Nuke is going to have to concede that 4th position to Lyric, which he does. So Nuke down into 5th position.
As check out this little overtake here, nice and cheeky, almost Podium up the inside of Digital Relay. Well done.
Well done. Well done.
We need to get on board with Wid because it has been dominant from start to finish, and he'll become the first winner of the Division A's to win the race at Grand Valley Highway Reverse. So congratulations to Wid